Good morning. Good morning, coming to you from Santa Monica, California. And welcome. I am on live a couple of minutes, 15 minutes early today. And I'll tell you why. Hold on one second. Don't really want you staring at my mess behind me. I see Haffy and Daryl and Susie. Good morning, Susie. Can you just remind me for the umpteenth time where you are located? If I sound a little bit out of breath, everyone, it is honestly earned, or whatever you want to call that. I am in a lot of pain. I'm making this larger so I can see everyone. I don't need to see myself. And Matt Edwards is in Boise. What is it like in Boise, Matt? I'm trying to think if I did hear from my son up there this week. I think it was snowing. Ansley Maddox. So everyone, the reason I am on a few minutes early is someone pointed out to me that since YouTube's notifications, some people rely on their notifications to let them know that the live stream is on rather than setting their own timer. And YouTube notifications usually roll out about 16 minutes after I go on live. So someone said, why don't you go on 15 minutes early and everyone can chat among themselves? Good morning from Dallas, Anam. And I don't recognize your name, so I'm wondering if you're new. And Ansley Maddox, remind everybody where you are, because I know your name. And partly sunny in Boise, snowed 8 inches up in the mountain. Oh, well, up in the mountains, that's different. But are you able to garden at all? Georgia. Okay, Ansley Maddox is in Georgia. So I had a little bit of a development. I've got a lot of pressure on me right now because I'm going on a long trip. And of course, we're in a strange time in our world with the coronavirus, and traveling is just, starting to get opened back up. And so I guess the stress of all that, something went out in my back on Friday. And I've been in a lot of pain, so I have not been able to accomplish all the things I need to accomplish before Wednesday. In addition, good morning, Sharon from Pittsburgh. Thank you so much for signing in with your name and where you are. Not only because Anam, that's fantastic. And where are you? Where are you located, Anam? And Susie's in Georgia also. So Susie and Ansley are getting to know one another, and that makes me so happy. That's the main reason that I do this, that I do the live streams, is to connect people. So I am Edwin is here from England, and he emailed me the news that he had purchased a manor house and that he was going to give me a late bloomer wing to come and stay in residence during the season. And I am thrilled about that because, I had a great time in England when I went before. Oh, thank you, Anam. That really makes my pain a little bit less today. Dallas. Okay. Well, I don't have a lot in common with the Dallas climate, because of here. By the way, it was 57 degrees at 6 o'clock this morning. Good morning, Tristan Bothwell. Remind everybody where you are, please. I'm not. Tristan, the reason I went on early is because I'll say it one more time for anybody tuning in later. I don't want to repeat myself 100 times. I went on early because YouTube notifications usually roll out about 15 minutes after the hour, and I'm not going to be on that long today. And so someone said, well, why don't you go on early? And that way, all the regular people will have a chance to get their notifications and get some time online. And Maddie is here from Iceland. Fantastic. How are things in Iceland, Maddie? Maddie's been following me for a long time. And Anam, I'm very happy that you, and Mark is here from Apollo 14. Mark joined our, we had a wonderful Zoom meeting. If you follow my community page, you know that I posted a photo of the 8 participants plus myself that joined the live stream after the live stream on Wednesday. This was an initial time just to say hello. 3 of the people out of those 8, wait, 1, 2, 4 of the people out of those 8 have just been following me recently. So it was great for me to get to know, and I plan to do more of those, just meet and greets. And then of course, at some point I want to start teaching classes on videos and whatever I feel like I have expertise in. I just haven't had time to do all of that. Lily is here from San Antonio. We've got Anam is here from Dallas. So you guys check. Okay, it's going fast. Let's see. I'm talking. Good morning, Nicole. Remind everybody where you are. Let's see. Oh my goodness, spiderwort. I've never grown that. I did grow yarrow and bee balm. I love bee balm. Oh my gosh. That's the one with the beautiful, it's like a cluster stalk of flowers. Beautiful. Oh my gosh. And Ansley's just picked her first batch. Is this first ever, Ansley? First batch of snap peas and green beans. There is nothing more. Wow, snap peas and green beans are 2 different seasons here. I'm surprised you've got them both ripening at the same time. Let's see. Okay, Susie's got a well, you know, I have a and not at all, Ed. That's all. That's fine. I went on a little bit early, Ed, as I've said 3 times already, just so that people who are relying on YouTube notifications to sign in on the live stream that would get it a few minutes earlier before. I'm not going to be on that long. I am in quite a bit of pain, and I'm throwing everything at it that I can. I'm putting DMSO on my back. Let's see. One of my, I think Barbara. I should text her. Barbara. Let her know I'm on early. I can't do that because I can't do that. I can't text right now. I am on my rocker board, which I finally located. It was one of the very last boxes that I opened 2 weeks ago, and I had not seen my rocker board. Remember my rocker board? I got my rocker board after my last injury, which was that sprained ankle in October. Have I been injured since then? Forget. But I strained my back on Friday just organizing. I wasn't even gardening. So this is a little bit discouraging. And at the same time, new development, Lyndon is not well. So we both have to seek treatment tomorrow of some kind. I'm going to have to take her to the vet, and I'm going to have to get myself to the chiropractor. And I was supposed to leave on Wednesday, and I just checked flights, and they are either double, triple, or not available for 10 days in advance. Every single day for 10 days in advance, they're either double the price I paid or more. but I may have to postpone my flight. Now, if you're wondering what I'm drinking, I'm not going to drink that whole thing. I just didn't put it in another jar. I should. It's really heavy. That is raw goat yogurt. I think it's 1.5 raw eggs from Amish farm, and blueberries and strawberries and banana and honey, raw honey, and this stuff that I just bought not too long ago, which is supposed to be really good for you. It's called aronia. And I actually grew, Eric at Double Dog Farm, one of our regulars, had sent me an aronia, a little aronia bush years ago. And I tried and tried and tried. And I managed to keep it alive in the garden for about 2 or 3 years, but it never grew. And I don't know what I did wrong. Anyway, I'm getting behind. Let's see. Elaine Knight. Let's see. It is so good, Ansley, and I need the protein today. Good morning, Lisa. Oh, fantastic. Lisa is finally feeling good after having the coronavirus. Let's see. Yes, Ansley, I have. My loofah video is the reason that my channel really took off. And one would think, oh, why wouldn't it be a tomato video? Well, I guess that's because even though tomatoes are the most popular vegetable that gardeners like to grow and make videos on, I guess because there aren't a lot of videos on growing loofah. And it's a really well-made video. I had it all. I had bloopers. I had my wonderful Zachary gardening buddy that lived next door. I had a very cute kid in the video, and I took it from seed to to finished product of the sponges, and yeah, so there and Daryl grows, Ansley. Daryl grows loofah. So, and several of the people that are on here, I've sent seeds to. So just ask your loofah questions, and hopefully someone will answer. Elaine Knight is here from South Alabama. Thank you. Well, yes, gardening usually helps me, but I can't bend over. And so Vanita is coming today, and I have had to, when you have a big lot that you want to accomplish in the garden or in life or anything, when your body says no, you just have to make adjustments. And so I am going to go through everything with Vanita when she gets here, and because I had big plans for today. Oh my God, big major potting up, because she's very strong. She's skinny, but boy, is she strong. And between the two of us, I know we could get it done. But I'm going to have her assess what can wait a month, and what can wait a month is going to have to wait a month. And that's all there is to it. So hopefully today will be a light day. And I wanted to just let you see well, it's hard to see because the light is so much brighter there than over here. And I cannot adjust that on the computer. But everything in this big tray, Vanita is taking and planting. I believe all of this is going to go in the ground, which would be fantastic. And I have prepared chopped up banana peel and crushed eggshell for her to take to put in with the tomatoes. And This is another tomato that she will take. This one. This is a volunteer. And I'm hoping to be able to keep this because I love watching eggplant grow. And of course, these are purple and wow. So I do have these that I have kept for myself. So hopefully we're going to be able, because I cannot go to the process of seeding okra and not actually have any for myself. So I've saved 3 little okra plants, 1 cucumber, and 1 squash out of the seeds that Jack Davis sent me. These are all Jack Davis seeds. And Daryl, you will be happy to see this. Look at these beautiful roots on my sweet potato. Okay, remember when I planted the sweet potato? Remember when I planted the sweet potato? I cut it in half. Well, I abandoned the lower half. I didn't keep the lower half because it didn't do anything. It didn't do anything. It didn't sprout. So I just abandoned it. But the top went crazy. Look at that. That's ready for more to come off. I don't know what's going to happen to this while I'm gone, unfortunately. I'm giving my herbs to Benita to take and eat or plant. Yeah, that's the thing about this rollerboard. It's kind of slippery. But the thing about the rollerboard is it helps me to tilt my pelvis forward. And that takes the pressure off of this particular back issue. I think I'm way behind on, let's see, has anyone asked me a question? Where is, Georgia's a big state. Where is that, Mark? Sorry. Michael is crunchy and Happy is crinkly. Yes, this sweet potato is fantastic. And I just got it from, it's an organic purple potato that I got from the store. Thank you, Anam. Let's see. Oh, fantastic, Elaine. Did you get any comments from anyone? Speaking of t-shirts, they have shipped the new t-shirt order. If you ordered one of the new Dirt Person, I'm Dirt Person t-shirts, they have shipped that order. And Patricia, is Patricia on? I thought I heard from Patricia. She got hers yesterday, and I was hoping to get mine. I really want to get mine before I leave so I can be wearing them. Because I wear these t-shirts every day and I get kind of tired of the ones that I have, even though I have several. But Elaine, I'm wondering if you got any comments from anyone. That sounds lovely. I don't know, why aren't we talking about bamboo yet? Yeah, it's a good question. Speaking of Daryl, I have a shout out. Hang on to that thought, Daryl. I have a shout out. If she's on, she's not leaving a comment. I have a new patron. Remember last week I got a new patron and I gave him a shout out, and I got another new patron, Mary Hernandez Marrero. And I want to give a big shout out to Mary for becoming a patron of this channel, which means that you believe in what I'm doing and you want to support it. And I hope I can live up to your expectations and and get to functioning better. And I have also received another major donation, and from a friend of the channel, and who wishes to remain anonymous, and and which has allowed me to make this trip. And so I'm very excited about that. Yes, there's Patricia. Fantastic. I have no idea where Lanier, Georgia is. You'd have to just tell me north, south, something or other. Mm. 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 The reason I'm using a straw, and I'm using a stainless steel straw, is because if I start trying to drink that out of a jar, I'm going to have like this purple mustache and look like the Joker on Batman. Wow. Wow. Is that a natural lake in Georgia? Hmm. Interesting. Let's see. Yeah, so Daryl found located a property for me to consider a couple of days ago. Uh, let's see. I'm not sure what that comment is in reference to. Gaudy Santana, or Goody Santana. I'm not sure what that's in reference to. If you could elaborate and tell us where you are, and do you have a garden? What was I going to say? Has everyone seen my recent videos? Because not very many people are watching my indoor gardening videos, and there are more that are coming. And I am somewhat, until things open up, I am somewhat limited, or until I get a property somewhere and start all that business, I am somewhat limited in terms of being able to create content here. There are a number of limitations. I do like living here, and the people are very nice, and it's very comfortable here. But it's noisy, which makes it hard to shoot videos, and so I'm finding that difficult. And so I'm doing most everything in the kitchen, or at least my intros and sign-offs in the kitchen. And I guess by not seeing me standing in front of an outdoor garden, the thumbnails are not catching that much attention. So I need you even more to share the channel, because I am trying to put a lot of information in the videos that I'm making now. And there are a lot of indoor gardeners, or people with limited space, apartment dwellers that want to garden, don't think they can because they don't have a balcony, but they can. It's possible. And I want to show that and inspire people to do that, because not everyone in this planet is going to have their own piece of property and their own homestead. And they should have the opportunity to experience what it's like to grow your own plants. It's amazing. Let's see. Patricia is someone that I, in fact, on our live stream, out of the 8 people that were on our Zoom meeting Wednesday, what did I say, Patricia? I said Patricia, Alyssa, let's see, help me out with her name. She's in Boston. Unistacion is the last name, something like that. Oh, gosh. No. It's Patricia, Daryl, Denise, and Joshua. Four of the 8 people who tuned into the Zoom meeting, I will actually get to see this summer, if my back gets feeling better. Sharon is growing corn in pots. It is possible. You might not get, y let's see, Edwin, folks, time to eat. Yeah, okay, take care. Trudy in Tennessee. I hope you moved to Trudy. We have two Trudys. Trudy's an unusual name. You don't hear it that often. And I have Trudy Martz. I think it's Trudy Martz is her last name. She's in New Jersey. And I have now Trudy in Tennessee. And where are you located in Tennessee, Trudy? Bye, Ed. Ansley, thank you so much. Yes, and there will be more to come. I just haven't gotten them edited. I would have had a couple more videos edited before I leave, but like I said, you know, when your body says you got to rest, then you have to rest. And I am standing on a rocker board right now because it gives me the forward pelvic tilt that takes the pressure off. I think I was just bending forward too much, and I am hoping just one or two trips to the chiropractor will put it right. About Lyndon, that's another matter. I don't know what's going on with her. She's 15 and could just be age. But anyway, good morning, Yvonne. Thank you for tuning in. Oh, thank you, Michael. I would really appreciate that. The last video didn't do too badly. What was it? Garden update. People seem to tune into garden updates and garden tours more than some of the other things that I have put up. So I'm going to try to shoot, depending on how many changes that we make today or able to make today. Try to shoot an update, and then I will be editing on my trip because I'm going to be gone for a while. I have north of Canton, Georgia. Let's see. Okay. Just catching up on comments. That's fantastic, Sharon. Can you remind me where you are? Amber, I'm not sure what you were saying. If you want to pose another question, please do. Let's see. So, Michael, you did move. Michael was going to move to a larger property and make a garden, a bigger garden. And you did move, right? What is Savannah Bee Company, Ansley? I never go into stores anymore. They're not growing, Anam, at all. They're just sitting out there. They're alive, but they're not growing. And I don't know why. Because, you know, the root structure is not that much when it's only that tall. So I don't feel like it's because I haven't potted them up, but it could be. But I won't be able to do anything about those until I get back. But guess what? Yesterday, the realtor of who represented the buyer of Late Bloomer Garden 1.0 and home sent me a text photo of, she had 6 big, huge figs that, and one of them she had taken a huge bite out of, and it was just perfect. And I thought, darn, I miss those trees. Where is Kevin Big Wave? I don't know. I hope he doesn't miss out. I think I'm going to go till, what is my favorite tea? Amber is asking. Well, I would have to say Earl Grey and variations of Earl Grey. Right now, I am dependent on caffeine. Many times in my life, I've been able to get off caffeine, but with all that I've gone through in the last year and a half, I rely on caffeine. And Earl Grey is caffeinated, so that would be my favorite. But of course, I like other tea. Yesterday, we had my neighbor came by and we had fresh peppermint tea right off that plant, which I bought in my local organic co-op. Green tea with honey and lemon is phenomenal. You're correct. I drank green tea exclusively for years. Okay, Lily, that's a very good question. My friend who has all the roses will be watering, as well as another neighbor that we just really gotten to know one another. And she told me yesterday she'd be happy to water. Plus, Vanita is going to come by once a week and just investigate the plants because she knows, she's such a good gardener. She knows what to look for if there are problems or whatever. Lemon balm tea would be very good too. Amber, if you're asking me how do I take the green tea, I used to drink it straight because I would get, I bought this brand, they changed their packaging and I don't even know, I forget now the brand, but I mean, I bought it for years, but it's jasmine. It was a jasmine green tea. So it was more floral and it wasn't bitter at all. And I could just drink it straight. And that's what I did. I would love to try some of that, Daryl. I tried growing hyssop in the late bloomer garden and was not successful. I wanted to badly. Chocolate mint tea. I haven't had that, but it sounds wonderful, but it doesn't have caffeine and I need that. Let's see. Oh, I see. Yvonne, I have a number of goals for the trip. And my number one goal is to see my mother, but they're still not letting anyone in to her assisted living facility. So I am going to, I need a break. I need a serious break. It's been a year and a half of nonstop work on my channel, on my gardening, the move, the house sale. I am exhausted and I need a break. So I'm going to take a couple of weeks off. I'm still going to be editing, but I'm not going to be shooting. And I'm going to be editing because I've banked a lot of videos that I haven't edited. And so I'll be editing and uploading, but I won't have live streams. I won't have the Wednesday live stream for the next 2 weeks for sure. So make a note of that. And because I'm going to be kind of off the grid and I'm staying with a friend that's kind of off the grid and no Wi-Fi. So I'm not sure about the Sunday live streams. I'm not sure about that. But if you check on the community page, on my community page, on my home channel, I will be sure and leave a notice as to whether I'm going to be able to do a live stream. But and then when I will be able to do a live stream. So that's that. And then also, in addition, Daryl's found me a couple of properties to look at. And I'm going to be looking at properties in Putnam County. And also, I'm going to go over to Eastern Tennessee, Putnam County, Tennessee, and which is about 50 plus miles from Nashville, which is where the majority of my family is. And I got a brother and a sister and their families, all, and my mother in the Nashville area. And then I have another brother and children and their children in Eastern Tennessee, not far from where our big fan Joshua is located. And so I will be going to meet Joshua and staying at their in their guest house for a while, seeing his property and gardens, and meeting his grandfather, who's 97 and loves gardening and canning and all of that, and hope to do some videos with him. So I've got to, I am just a workaholic. Admit it. I'm a self. What do you call it? I'm a confessed workaholic, and I feel like I never do enough. Things are never good enough. I need to work to try to succeed, grow my channel and succeed. And because even with this may be shocking, but even with a video that gets 4,000 views, you only take home about $17. So that's 2 days of work for $17. And I don't know many people that would do that. But the reason that I do it is because I get these amazing emails from people all over the world, just like, I think, was it Anon or who said, or was it Ansley? Or somebody in this live stream said that I had inspired them, even though they had a small space. They had 3 raised beds, and I had inspired them to grow a garden. And so that's what keeps me going. And of course, the donations help too. If you want to hit that live chat, that super chat $sign down there, I wouldn't complain. Yes, he's still holding it and still driving at 97, which is just, I can't wait to meet this guy and find out what makes him tick. Nellie is here from Decatur. I'm assuming that's Decatur, Alabama, but Decatur is also in Tennessee. Thank you, Lisa. I hope so, but I don't know if you tuned in late, Lisa. I hurt my back on Friday, and I'll only be able to go on Wednesday if the chiropractor just puts something right back in order. And if the vet says that Lyndon is able to travel, because the woman that was going to take care of Lyndon, the woman that was going to take care of Lyndon came over yesterday, and she just really felt like, even though the trip would be hard, the traveling part would be hard on her, she would be happier with me for a month than just sitting here by herself for a month with just people coming in twice a day to feed her. And I hadn't considered doing that because you know your animals. And I have a friend, she's my former sound editor for 7 years, and she got this she went to the I don't know if it's the Pound or one of these places where they give animals, and she got the most amazing cat. Oh my gosh, this cat is amazing and loves to travel. And she gets out the carrier and opens it up, and he runs in. and then she puts it in the front seat, and he's just like, yeah, where are we going, Mom? I'm so cool. This is so cool. My cat, the only place she has ever been. First of all, I got her when I lived at that house. She never lived anywhere but there and now here. And the only time she ever left that house was to go to the vet. And which is not a pleasant experience for owner or pet or animal, and would howl all the way there and all the way back. So I hadn't really considered bringing her because I didn't think it would go well, but she convinced me that I should try. So, and the thing is, if I do take her, then I don't have to be worried every single day about her and feel like I've got to get back here, because there's a lot I could accomplish if I can be gone for a while. Let's see. Okay. Aw. Lisa, she's an evil minion and we love her. Oh, that's funny. Lisa just got a new kitten. Yes, so am I, Amber. Yeah, my cat's an indoor cat, and I trained her because when at the house, she could have just run out the door and caused problems like Zachary's cats did. Oh my gosh, I can't tell you the number of times those cats darted out the door, and they were out searching for those cats, putting posters up on the street sign, stop signs, and I mean probably a dozen times while they lived there, and but I trained Lyndon that if she came out the door, if I let her come out the door, I would let her step off the step and then walk the 3 steps to the edge of the brick, before you'd have to step into the yard. And I would just make this really unpleasant sound, which I won't make on my live stream, but it went sort of like this, like that, but really loud. And she would her foot would be like that. And then she'd just take it back. And she never, ever ran away or anything. Oh, so Lynn is here from England. Woo, you're not the only friend I have. Well, my sister also has, I guess it's titanium. It was a long time ago. My sister has titanium in her spine. I have another friend who has titanium in their spine. Yeah, I don't want that. I really don't want that. So this is not like my usual back stuff. And so this is something else. So, oh, that's got to be cute, Ansley. 13-pound Shih Tzu. Yes, Ansley, Ed is also in England. We have a lot of people that tune in from other countries. Maddie is here from Iceland. Maddie, you haven't had much to say. I don't know if you're still here. Let's see. Oh, Ms. Sydney, I didn't see you there. Ms. Sydney, tell us where you are. And I looked the other day and I didn't see a caterpillar. We have one big milkweed plant in Rose Alley here, and I did see a monarch lay eggs. In fact, I showed that in a video, right? But I haven't seen that caterpillar. But I didn't look for it for 3 or 4 days. I think it takes about, I used to know this, and this is in one of my monarch videos. I have a monarch playlist, you guys. Monarch is the quintessential butterfly of the United States. Did you know they don't have the monarch butterfly in Europe? This is our butterfly and we need to protect it. And it is severely endangered. And the way we can protect it is to grow milkweed, preferably native milkweed, because native milkweed will die off when it should die off, and the monarch butterflies can continue on their journey, whether it be you may not know this, but the monarch, you've heard of the Mexican migration of the monarch butterfly, which used to be in the many, like hundreds of millions of butterflies would overwinter in Mexico. And some of which would have been once and some of which had never been. It's the most amazing story, the Mexican migration. I didn't touch on that because I am not familiar. I don't live in the path of that. I live in the coastal migration. And so I did the monarch migration from the monarchs on the coast on the west side of the Rocky Mountains don't migrate to Mexico. They migrate up and down the coast. And so that's what I did on Christmas, a day or two before Christmas. I think it was in 16 or 17. And I guess it was 16. Anyway, I followed the monarch migration up to Santa Cruz. I went as far north as Santa Cruz. There's a big nesting site in Santa Cruz. But they go up and down the Pacific coast. and they just hang in trees in certain areas all along the way. And so I located what those were, and I went there. And so Lynn is saying, where are you going on your trip and when? Don't mention. Yeah. Well, I was just saying I'm supposed to leave on Wednesday, but I've hurt my back. And so it remains to be seen whether I'll be able to leave on Wednesday. It depends on, I think it depends more on my cat, because I have a feeling my chiropractor can just set me right tomorrow. I may have to go twice for a couple of adjustments. But it's just ironic because I was just out at, well, first of all, I was out at Steve and Rosemary's this past week, and for another round of she taught me how to make Swedish pancakes. She didn't want to be filmed, but she wanted me to learn how to do it so I could film it and make a video here. He had told me, he was concerned about me doing all this heavy lifting with my back, and he had he had suggested that I get a hip belt, and he sent me a link for a particular one, and I ordered that. And I actually was wearing it yesterday, but it was Friday when I wasn't even heavy lifting. I was just kind of bending forward, and yeah. But maybe it would have been helpful. At any rate, I have it now. So when I get in good shape, I can use the hip belt and hopefully lift my pots again. Okay, Ansley is going, and Lynn, goodbye. Ansley, have a wonderful week. And just plan on a live stream next Sunday at this time, Ansley. And then be sure and check my community page to see what the updates are, whether or not I'll be able to do a live stream next Sunday, whether or not I'll have Wi-Fi. Yes, the boardwalk in Santa Cruz is a very interesting place because that's where the, is it the seals or the, it must be the seals. They have actually opened, they cut out big squares with railings around the pier so you can look down, because underneath in the support structure of the pier is where all the seals come in and hang out for a while. And it's a very interesting place. Thank you so much, Lynn. I appreciate that. My son lived in Pescadero for almost 3 years. I think he graduated from Stanford in 14. So from 14 to 17, he lived in Santa Cruz, which is the closest town to Pescadero, which is where his ranch was. He went to work right away on a grass-fed cattle ranch. And so I was up in Santa Cruz quite a few times, and it's really pretty up there. And then he went to Minneapolis, and just in the last September, October, he moved to Austin. So right now he's in Montana, and he found an amazing ranch of 10,000 acres, and he has a business plan, and he's looking for a partner and investors to purchase that and start a finishing cattle on grass business. And he was telling me about it yesterday. Everybody in Montana does cow-calf, and that's not what he wants to do. So we'll see if the stars align for his plan and he gets to do that. And if so, I will be coming to you from Montana for sure. Cold gel pack from the freezer in a pillowcase. Why haven't I done that? Let's see. Why haven't I even thought of that, Lynn? That just makes me so mad. I'm doing that right now in a pillowcase. Hold on. You know, I should have done that. Oh, I'm not going to try to stand on the rocker board and do this at the same time, or I could fall and then we're in trouble. I'm in even bigger trouble. But now I got this whole big pillowcase in my shirt. But anyway, that's okay. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, I should have done that. Okay, hold on. This is we're cut to commercial. I took CBD, a hemp CBD today, gel caps, and I can't get it up high enough. Oh gosh. No, I don't have Jell-O. I have never bought Jell-O in my entire life. I think it's because when I was young, oh God, that feels good. Not up quite high enough, but that's better. When I was young, I had to go in the hospital because my brother and I got into a scuffle, and he landed a fist right in my kidney. And so I started passing blood, and he had bruised my kidney, and so I had to go in the hospital for a week and lay there. And they only fed me clear liquids, Jell-O, tea, coffee, which I didn't drink. I think that's all and broth. That was it for like a week. After that, I never ate Jell-O again. Ooh, that sounds wonderful. Well, I don't have anything like that, Lynn, but it sounds wonderful. Yeah, maybe you're right, Michael. I took 2 this morning, but I also took 2 Advil, and I thought and then I took 3 oil of oregano. So, yeah, I won't be living year-round in Montana. Neither will he. He's not interested. Okay, Mark is gone. 8:38, and oh golly. Oh, that's going to really help. Yes, Maddie is here. Just skipped over to laptop from smartphone. I don't like to write on phone too many. I know. I don't either. Thank you, Lynn. I appreciate that. Okay. Ansley is gone. You do have monarchs in the UK? I read that you didn't. I didn't know that, Lynn. Where exactly have they been seen? I thought that we only had them on this continent. I can only imagine that they were imported. They didn't fly across the ocean. Oh dear, Nellie, I'm sorry about that. She's had 3 operations, still lives in pain, nerve pain. Yeah. Let's see. Miss Sydney is in Kansas. Hey, yeah, everybody, we've only got 22 of these. Especially if you're getting off, just hit that like button on the way out. Oh, that's fantastic. And Daryl, can you save any of those bamboo shoots in some way? Preserve them so that you have them over the winter? Oh, Oh, I didn't realize. Oh, Mark's gone. Okay, North Idaho. Deborah Kessler is here from North Idaho. I was up in North Idaho looking for a property 3 or 4 times. Yeah, four trips in 17. Didn't work out. But it's beautiful up there. My son is in Boise, which is actually not North Idaho. North Idaho. Lily's got a Siamese mix named Lulu. What did I miss? I don't think I missed anything else. We don't have as many comments today. Let's see. So dry. In Kansas, it's so dry. Well, I would just probably have to well, it depends on what you're growing, Miss Sydney, but if you've got fruit trees, I would do what they do in like Las Vegas and Phoenix and all of that. And I would do Back to Eden. I think I would probably do Back to Eden if I was in a super dry area, and just do layers and layers of wood chips and mulch, and that keeps the water in. And then you just do deep watering, and of course, it depending on how hot it is. If you need to, you could shade your plants. But guys, I am going to sign off, and because it's painful for me to be here, and I hope you can appreciate that. And so I just want to say that I'm going to try to make this trip on Wednesday. We'll see how it goes. I'm going to be realistic and listen to my body. And I have at least 7 or 8 videos that I've shot that I'll be editing and rolling out over the course of the next 3 weeks. And there's a couple more I wanted to shoot. I don't know if it'll happen or not. But anyway, if I don't leave on the trip, I might do a live stream on Wednesday. I might do another Zoom meeting and meet a few more new people that have just recently joined the channel that I don't know. But I'm going to leave that up in the air, and the way you'll know what my plans are is by going to my community page on my homepage of my channel. And I hope you can watch a few videos this week and share the channel and get my views up. And I really appreciate all of your support, and God bless you, and have a great week. And I will see you soon. Love you.